Hello and welcome everyone to Oil Asset of the Day, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. So as we go into a new week here, what do you really need to know with respect to oil for this week? Well, first of all, oil right now is trading at $52 per barrel. We are expecting a bit more range-bound trade over the course of this week. I am looking at support to be coming in around that $50 to $51 per barrel handle, and again resistance around the 54 to 55 level for oil this week. Again, the risk to reward right now is actually skewed to the upside. So the lower end of those ranges, the magnetic levels between $50 to $51 per barrel, we're seeing a lot of support at that level at the moment for US oil. We've seen 3 bounces so far in 2019 off that level, forming a triple low. In fact, on Friday we saw quite a significant move, and Monday to the upside as well on both Brent and WTI crude oil. We banked a quick 100 points on Brent crude oil yesterday, and we are looking here for more upside over the course of this week for WTI crude oil, but from the lower end of the ranges here. So I would look out again for evidence of buying coming in if we were to retest that 50 to 51 level. Obviously, WTI crude oil is trading at $52 per barrel at the moment. There are a few major news items that you really want to keep your eye on over the course of this week. So Thursday, of course, we're going to be getting more updates with respect to negotiations between the US and China. Any positive narratives in the lead up to that, or any sort of a deal or delay in tariffs, will very quickly provide support for oil. Negativity has very much been priced into the oil market at the moment. We've also got the oil inventories data, which is coming out on Wednesday at 3:30 London time. There is an expectation that we're going to see another build in the headline number for oil, which actually would be the 4th week in a row. However, the distillates and the gasoline numbers are expected to have a drawdown, and that's why sometimes the headline number can show an oversupply, but if there's a drawdown on the distillates and the gasoline stocks, oil can actually springboard higher because of the drawdown. We also have hedge funds and money managers, which in the latest week, they have trimmed their net long positions ever so slightly in WTI crude oil in the latest week. But we're back to the levels that we were over the course of this year when we've seen support come in February and also the summer months as well with respect to hedge funds and money managers, their positions. So overall, the risk to reward is still skewed to the upside, but you want to make sure with oil that you don't FOMO in and buy at the upper end of the ranges, because often what we're seeing at the moment is we're having a tap of that 54, 55 US dollar per barrel level, and then we're getting another pullback back towards 52 to 51 dollars per barrel. It's a very tradable range as long as you are looking to buy right in at the key support levels at the moment for oil. The magnetic zones of 50 to 51 US dollar per barrel right now are providing those areas of good risk to reward for oil at the moment. As many of you will be aware, we were shorting oil after that very large breakout that we saw from the attacks from Saudi Arabia. That turned out to be a fantastic move and sell short opportunity, but we've now hit our profit targets on the sell short side. We're reversing position and we're capitalizing on these range bound trade at the lower end of the channel for oil. Now, from a cycle point of view and a seasonal point of view as well, normally oil is quite range bound over October, but it does tend to find support as we move into the 2nd and 3rd weeks of October, and then springboards higher as we go into November. That's within the cycles and the data that we're focusing on at the moment. So again, the major points to be aware of as we continue throughout this week is going to be certainly Wednesday's oil inventory data. You want to keep a very close eye also on the narratives coming out between negotiations between the US and China on Thursday. Also the minutes of the FOMC, which are due out at 7 o'clock London time on Wednesday. Often FOMC statements and minutes of the FOMC can be a big mover for not only gold but oil as well. So just be aware that these major news items can all impact oil and provide you with some great trade opportunities. So with that, that's been Oil Asset of the Day, and I wish you good trading.